So, while I'm in the mood, I thought I'd give a verdict on the other big game that I bought recently. You might have seen it in one of my previous videos, I might just flashed it up very briefly. I got the Beatles Rock Band actually on the release date. Uh, Main reason I got this, well, there's two reasons I got this game. One, because it's a Rock Band game, so in some ways it has to be bought because it's a party game. I have the other two, well, two of the three, because I don't really count the Motorhead one, whatever the hell it was. I'll get to that one later, but it, it's Rock Band and it's the Beatles. And the other factor was the fact I had like £46 credit with GameStation, so it was very simple. Got hyped because I don't own any other Beatles stuff. I mean, I'm a fan of Oasis, and since one is a rip-off of the other, essentially, then I thought, well, I might as well indulge and actually own some Beatles stuff. And to be honest, I was quite impressed. I wasn't expecting it to be, well, I don't know why it wasn't, but I wasn't expecting it to be so authentic, I suppose is the word I'm looking for, because obviously the previous Rock Band games you've been able to create your character, it's all been fairly generic between the songs and stuff like that, whereas this, I mean, obviously MTV, EA, and Harmonix, whoever, well, combined, whoever actually out of the three of them secured the rights to this, have spent an awful lot of money. I mean, I've seen quoted that it starts at 10 million, then depending on how well it does, um, the royalties could end up at 40 million, which for a game budget, never mind. Like, obviously, all the other work that's had to go into this is ridiculously large. But obviously they're going to be making a lot of money on the instruments as well, which I didn't buy. I just bought the game because I'm quite happy with the numerous instruments I already have. But yeah, instead of the generic stuff, that like you actually play through as the band, which is, it must be the main reason why this is a standalone sort of Rock Band game. I mean, the DLC isn't for this game isn't going to be compatible with Rock Band 1 and 2, and you can't you can't like make a song cache like you can, like you do for the previous ones. But the songs from this game and the main Rock Band games do not interact in any way, shape, or form. Which in some ways is unfortunate, but because of like how they've gone about this, I can completely understand why that is. And there's a smaller lineup than the main Rock Band games, because I'm using the figure quoted from Guitar Hero 5 because that's just the latest one, and it's the only one sticking in my head right now. That has something like 85 songs from 83 artists as the cover of the stupid cover shows. There's obviously like out of the box on the disc there are that many songs. This I think has something like 48, but at the end of the day, it's the Beatles rather than previous because well the previous like band editions were Guitar Hero ones, which included purely I imagine to make up the numbers, included like bands that are inspired by or have been inspired by the band they're trying to cover, and to be honest, I haven't played either of those games. But this, if you're, as the cliche has been going for the reviews I've seen of this game, just like if you like the Beatles and you've in, well, you know the kind of thing you're expecting from a rock band, so you don't really need a verdict on this in any way, shape, or form. It's just if you like the Beatles and you like the rock band kind of thing or the Guitar Hero kind of thing with like the whole band set, then I would say it's definitely worth buying. One warning I would give is when it gets to like the Yellow Submarines type levels, it gets, especially on an HD TV, it gets very, very colourful, and I was I spent the day, well, the release day, playing it quite late at night. Like it ended up like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, as it was my changeover day from night shift to day shift, and it was really hurting my eyes to watch. It's just like I was wishing I could play it with my eyes closed, but unfortunately, obviously, if you're playing guitar or drums or whatever, then you kind of do need to see the note track. So unfortunately, I had to pause for like 5 minutes between each song. So just like my eyes were watering well, they were just watering really badly at the end of each level because I was just so tired, eyes strained, and so amazingly colourful, and it was very suitable. But yeah, it's definitely a very good game, and I would highly recommend it. Uh, Obviously, I'm I wouldn't go as far to say it's worth it to get the whole band kit. I mean, if you're flush with cash and like 200 quid or whatever the price actually is, I haven't actually checked that out, then sure, go for it. But I'm quite happy with my drum kit and stuff from the original Rock Band. So yeah, this one definitely gets a thumbs up from me, and it hasn't actually been played since that first day, but that's because I have too many games and I'm easily distracted, so it'll be coming out next time I have people around, I imagine. Until then, it's going to sit alongside the other Rock Band games, which are similarly untouched for a little while. Okay, that's me done.